Welcome, horror fam, to HHN 365, a Halloween Horror Nights podcast. As always, my name is Mike, and I'm here with my co-host, Duff.
Hey, guys.
We have Nico, our producer, on the line.
Hey, howdy, hey.
And then joining us today, we also have our friend Bryan. He's been on the show before. How's it going, Bryan?
Hi, I'm good. How are you guys?
I believe the last time we talked to you, Bryan, it was our COVID-19 episode where we all were definitely sure that the Halloween Horror Nights would not be canceled.
Yeah, 100% track record on that. Super good. Do you guys remember? Do you guys remember what we said? I remember a little bit of it.
Yeah, I remember a bit. We were all confident it would happen, and
we were so confident it would happen.
Things would be kind of normal by now. We were so naive.
Yeah, we were so wrong.
I think we were saying like by June things will be back. It's fine. By June it'll be all right.
God damn.
When was this recorded? Like early March? Like March?
No, not. It was like April, like early April, I think.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
It was after the parks closed.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah.
2 to 3 weeks after. So like it was April some point.
The parks closed in March though.
Yeah.
At the end
they
of March,
closed like March 16th, 17th, depending on the park.
Yeah. I remember saying like that they would be letting people in bursts into the houses, maybe virtual queues, and and we here's the best thing that we predicted, that they would have less death imagery because we thought that people would be sensitive to that.
Well, we were kind of right.
We were right about some of it.
anything we said they'd take away, we were technically correct.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it is a year-long virtual queue to get a horror night.
Exactly.
I said no express. Guess what? They don't have this year.
Wow. You should be in the consulting business.
Well, as always,
Sorry.
As always, you can find us on social media at HHN365 on Twitter and Instagram. You can always leave us a voicemail at 407-906-3405. On tonight's show, we will be talking about the new room at the Tribute Store and reviewing the new food items currently available. But first, we do have some news to go over. Let's get to it.
This is fun.
Let's not laugh going into this one.
No. Let's do HHN Forever first.
Yes, thank you.
Let's talk about that. Yeah.
Okay.
So HHN Forever, Duff.
Oh, it's me. Okay. So I don't know how to fully describe it yet because we don't really know what it is. But Universal basically tweeted out a little quote, I guess you'd call it, a little statement that I'm not even going to fully read here, but they basically implied that there will be some kind of virtual way to experience HHN archives.
That statement, it was like the weird Etsy sign style, right?
Yes,
that's the one that we're talking about.
Absolutely,
yes, it was
so strange,
very weird, very weird.
In this house, we like to scream.
Because 30 years equal 30 fears.
We were talking about this earlier. Has there only been 30 fears?
There's only 30 fears at Halloween Horror Nights.
I guess there's only 29 because we've never had a 30th.
Oh man!
You have to wait for that 30th.
Or is it like the Millennium where it really counts when it turns 31?
Yeah, that's exactly.
All right. Anyways, so people were speculating, including us, that we could see walkthroughs of houses and maybe some documentary style stuff. Especially when what was it? A couple months ago, we had the rumor about there was the team filming for an event that would be on Peacock. I mean, makes sense. We did get our first HHN Forever announcement, I guess you could say, today, and it's a Spotify playlist.
Yeah.
So,
woo!
I believe none of you have looked into this yet, right?
No, I haven't.
Can we play name that tune?
We are going to play Name That Tune, sort of.
What?
I'm going to give each of
know
you
any of this shit.
What are we gonna do?
I'm gonna give you guys each 3 guesses. However many you get right is how many points you get. Just what's on the playlist.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Okay.
As our guest, Bryan, you may go first. 3 blind guesses to what songs could be on this playlist.
Oh my god. Okay.
There's
Ghostbusters. Ray Parker.
Some really
Jr.?
easy ones. Okay,
All right.
go for next one.
Oh fuck. I literally can't think of any others.
Can I guess?
No.
Can we take turns? Oh, you're just 3.
Yeah. No, take turns. Take turns. Take the pressure off of me.
All right. I got one.
Okay, well, in that
As I
case,
Google the Spotify playlist.
I do not see Ghostbusters on the list,
What the fuck?
but I could be wrong. 'Cause it could just be called like. So let me keep looking.
No, it's called Ghostbusters. Ray Parker Jr.
Well, I know I'm looking for Ray Parker Jr.
Are you sure it's not under like Answer the Call?
How many songs are on this playlist?
I don't know, man. It doesn't say on my
A
list.
lot?
But it
So
does say
this
it's
is
7
such a-
hours and 8 minutes worth.
This is like the most quarter baked segment I've ever heard.
That's this whole
That's
shit
what we do here,
episode.
man.
This
what
whole
we do here.
episode is
right,
welcome
so
to
Mike-
the podcast, Bryan.
I'm gonna say no to Ghostbusters because I can't find it while I'm sitting here. So,
Oh my
Mike,
God.
Rob Zombie Dragula.
Oh, that's good.
there
Good
is
answer. Good answer.
no Rob
Good
Zombie on this
answer. Good
playlist.
answer.
No
What
Rob
the
Zombie
fuck?
at all?
Nope.
All
All right. I got one.
Who made this playlist? Okay.
Okay, Nico.
All right. Warren Zevon's Werewolves of London.
Good answer. Good
Oh,
Good
answer.
answer. Good answer.
Hold on. Hold on. Oh no, Nico.
Wait, is it a remix version?
I don't think it is on here.
Oh no!
Wow. We're doing great. Yeah, we need to. You
Back
need
to
to
you, Bryan.
Okay, I have a guess.
Oh, okay, Mike.
What? No, it's my turn.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna just take Monster Mash off the table.
Ah,
Monster Mash.
That is not on here.
Of course it's not. Why would it be on there? Dumbest answer I've ever heard.
Nico was like, "Oh, I should have said that."
Oh, dang it. I threw
All
my
right,
straw
I
hat
will
on
just
the
say
ground.
there's a very obvious one on here. If
I'm
you,
about to say it. I'm about to say
Okay,
it.
thank you.
Zero Mancer, send me an angel.
Ding, 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 ding. Shout out,
This is
Hunter.
collusion.
Yes. Zero Mancer, send me an angel is on there. So that's a point for Mike. Nico, your second guess?
I'm gonna say Hunter saying Dracula owes me money over a trap beat.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Good answer.
Okay,
Hunter
all
from
right.
Grim
Good
Grinning
answer.
House and
Yeah.
Gotta-
You don't get points for bad jokes, Nico. Going
oh,
back to
come
Bryan.
on.
It's back to me.
Yes. Final guess. Got to get on the board.
I'll say theme from Stranger Things. I don't know. I assume
answer,
that's what
good
the song is
answer.
called.
That's actually a good guess, but I'm not 100% sure yet. 1 second. Uh-oh.
I'll also take chill beats to fall asleep to.
I did find something out though.
What?
Hidden
What?
deep in here is Monster Mash.
What the
What?
fuck?
Oh,
that-
what?
Bryan has a point for Monster Mash.
Yeah.
But I don't see the Stranger Things too. All right, that's surprising.
Is it actually Monster Mash or is it like a remix?
No,
version of
it's Monster Mash.
Okay, cool.
Do you guys know, by the way, that there's like a lot of versions of Monster Mash that the same guy recorded?
The
There's
same
like
guy.
Yeah,
like
the same guy.
different
There's like a
holidays?
Christmas Monster Mash. There was also there's like an anti George W. Bush Monster Mash that was like that was released on like Jib Jab, and there's a climate mash also, which is my favorite.
Huh. Now that you've gone and wasted the time for me, thank you. I appreciate that. Surprisingly,
do you want me to talk a lot more about Buddy Boris Pickett? Because I can.
No, I appreciate it. The
Okay.
Stranger Things score is not on here.
Okay.
I have my
All right,
last
Mike.
pick.
All right.
Yes.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space by the Dickies.
Okay. Let me be sure here
Gotta be
before
on
I
there.
say anything. Oh no.
What?
Hold on.
Do we go into overtime?
It's gonna be funny when people make fun of us because these are all on here and I missed them all. It is not on here.
Wow.
From what I can see. I might be swiping too fast. I'll keep looking while Nico guesses though.
Billie Eilish, Bury a Friend?
Ooh, that's not a bad guess.
All right.
However,
or is it Bad Guy? Billie Eilish. No.
I accidentally started playing a song. I was wondering what the hell that noise was. I don't see any Billie Eilish at all.
Man.
So, sudden death overtime.
Okay. I'm going to say...
Nope, never mind. Nope, go ahead. I'll give a hint if you guys don't get it this time.
Oh, okay. Now,
no, go ahead, Bryan.
Feed My Frankenstein, Alice Cooper.
Oh, great song.
Oh,
You know what?
Good
That's a
guess.
hell of a guess.
Thanks, guys.
I loved Wayne's World.
That's the only way that I know that song, by the way. I'm just picturing him with that whip on stage in Wayne's World. Milwaukee.
Yeah,
that song is not included.
What the fuck?
Oh,
okay. So I'm going to go the Monster Mash route because it ended up being on there, and I'm going to do Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Oh, that's a great answer.
And for the win, Thriller is on the list.
Yes.
Mike takes it home.
I need that on my soundboard.
All right, aren't you so happy you won that jacked up game that you might have not even won depending on how many things I missed?
Yes, absolutely.
And that was just
I can hear him doing laps around
crime.
the apartment.
Yeah, he's standing up doing the zombie dance.
All right. Well, that was us having fun before we get into a more serious bit of news that I will let Mike talk about.
Yes. So before we get into this news, we're gonna do a brief trigger warning of sexual assault and abuse. We're not gonna go into detail, but if any of that triggers you, go ahead and skip for the next 30 seconds.
We should also add rape, pedophilia.
Yeah, rape, pedophilia. Physical abuse, emotional abuse, intimidation. Anyway, some Academy of Villains, their directors. In particular, Farside and Phoenix and a number of others have been accused of some very serious allegations of abuse, of intimidation, and sexual assault on a range of a number of things. We're not going to go into detail about some but of all of it, but it is all kind of listed out on Twitter, so you can find that. I believe Duff has retweeted that thread.
Yeah. If you go to our Twitter account, and we've retweeted several things from the performers themselves, from people following along, from the Instagram lives, and there's multiple videos, hours worth of the victims speaking up. So yeah, just go to our Twitter account. We got a lot of retweets within the past several days with info on this.
Yeah, there was also a response from Farside on his Facebook that I'm just going to go out and say was probably the worst non-apology I have ever read.
It's fucking bullshit. It was Kevin Spacey level bad.
I was going to say, I'm happy you called it a response and not an apology because I think he actually ended up coming out with 3 by the end of it. And the last one was so much more professional. You could tell someone else wrote it.
Yeah.
I mean, it still wasn't good. It wasn't an apology, but it was just much more professional. So you could tell he had to kind of control things a little bit.
Right.
Because I think they were probably getting out of hand on his end from his original 2 responses.
So yeah, you can find that. At least the first response was him just victim shaming and admitting to a lot of it, but basically calling it consensual. And doing a lot of the physical abuse, just chalking it up to his just how intense he was about his work. Anyway, just a lot of straight up bullshit. I'm just
And
going to call it out.
we should say that it's not just one victim stepping up. There are many former Academy of Villains members coming out. So this isn't a one-off or, any. You really can't speculate against this, no matter how cynical you may be about things like this. Like, believe the victims.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think we're all on the same page where we all believe the victims on this one, and we definitely think that
for sure. Yeah.
What happened is terrible, and there's no room for that in the HHN community, in the dance community, and we're standing with the victims.
Yeah. They should not be a part of the event any longer.
No,
unless there's just a complete change of leadership there.
I mean, regardless of him stepping
the name
down,
is tarnished. Yeah,
it's their company at the end of the day, and I think you kind of have to separate from the name. Period.
He steps down, but he Crystal or Phoenix is still the CEO, and she is also accused of doing a lot of the intimidation. In a lot of the accusations, so
and there were others who are still there,
as well who are high up in AOV. So not a good look, even stepping down. Anything else we want to add before we move on to the
shout out segment? To the HHN community, because the vast majority of them are stepping out and speaking out against AOV and standing up for the victims.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of people who had AOV content are taking it down. And I have a lot of respect for all the creators who are doing that. Yeah, absolutely. I know a lot of people who once had like interviews with Farside and things like that immediately took them down. So that good on you. I was very impressed about
I didn't know
the HHN creators really were quick
videos, everything. They're taking them down. So much respect to those who are doing so.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. It was definitely longer than 30 seconds. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it was a little longer.
We still didn't go into any details.
Yeah.
We're good.
I think people will know from our change in tone now that we're going on to a different thing.
Yes,
absolutely.
Something that we all love very much.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay. So on to the main segment, which is also kind of part of news. It's just we're going to focus the rest of the show on it. The third room of the tribute store opened.
Yeah, or third, fourth, depending on how you
third, fourth,
break it down.
And a hallway.
And a hallway, and then kind of a fifth. I don't know. We'll just say the finished product.
Yeah, the rest of the tribute store. So coming out of Jack's Carnival, you were immediately into kind of like a hallway, which Duff, Bryan, and I actually experienced earlier today. And there was a bit of a line to get into the next room. So you got to see really they have kind of like posters and pictures of years past. And we got to sit there and look at those for what was like maybe like 5 minutes or something like that.
About 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Go ahead.
It was like an iPhoto slideshow that you walked through.
Yeah, basically.
They have it laid out like by year, starting from HHN 1 all the way to HHN 29, like posters in order, and then around these just scattered photos of throughout the years.
Yeah, Robosaurus was like under the poster of 29, so I don't think there's any really rhyme or reason.
But you see a lot. You see the icons. You see, like you said, Robosaurus, Bill and Ted, the Chainsaw Drill Team, like the old school ones. Festival of the Dead parades in there.
You guys were cool like stuff. So in your element there, just like looking at photo and proving to the other person that you know what it is.
We were right maybe 80% of the time.
Yeah. There are a few times where like,
that's a Zombie Grow, right? Zombie Grow?
We were very wrong in that. We won't talk about it.
No, I'm calling you guys out. You don't know shit. What if I made a heel turn on the show?
Why do you think we host the trivia and don't join in, Bryan? No secret.
You're going to announce your own rival podcast.
That's right. HHN 720. coming at you.
Hey, that was our joke. Step down.
Oh no! Did I really steal that joke from you?
Yeah, we already made that joke.
Oh no!
We have made that joke, yes.
Gonna do the 900 then.
Oh God.
Tony
One
Hawk
more
your ass.
One more time.
Well, you think it's going to get canceled one more year?
It depends on what happens in November.
Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
Can we not
putting
talk about that?
anything out there anymore.
I don't want to
Because-
think about that. Can we talk about fun HHN stuff we did today? Thank you. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So I guess I'll pick up. So after what's like basically a transitional hallway, you go into the first new room, and this is where you'll find all the snacks and goodies and stuff. So this room looks
Ooh.
kind of like a generic attic. I think we
what-
all
what is
agree it's
that?
probably for Beetlejuice.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I heard someone say there's a lot of Horror Nights Easter eggs in here. I've never heard any stated what they are. I've tried to look, I couldn't find any, mainly because it's like pitch black in that room outside of where the food is.
Big
You
fans.
can't really see what things are. But I was trying and I couldn't find any actual HHN Easter eggs in there.
So if you
there's-
know them, put up or shut up.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Calling random
I'm calling you
person out. There is also like as a kind of like a main centerpiece of the room, I guess you'd say, like a house model, which you would think would be the Beetlejuice house, but it's not. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like flickering like red, like maybe like it's on fire
And, like-
inside. And there's like a little figure in there. I did hear someone say, I wonder if that's a tribute to Cindy Kane, the little silhouette that looks like it could be a little girl inside the burning house. Maybe.
Oh,
I like that call out. I don't know if it's true, but it's cool.
Okay. All
And
right.
like most attics, there's a bakery case.
yeah. Yeah. A giant
So-
bakery case.
It's a northeastern attic, so
We're gonna go into
it's-
a lot of depth about the bakery case in just a moment.
Yeah,
So
we're
let's
gonna
go to
skip it
Beetlejuice. We'll just
for
go to
a
Beetlejuice
second
real quick and then come
And go
back.
straight to be. Yeah.
I could feel myself gravitating towards baked goods
Oh,
in this conversation. Take me away, boys.
Mike, carry on with Beetlejuice.
All right. So then you go into the Beetlejuice room, and you're immediately. I should be the one who talks about Beetlejuice. I don't know any of this nomenclature.
Mike, be careful. You've said it twice already.
Anyway, so I'll take it. I don't know that much about Beetlejuice either, like as far as like, nerdiness goes. Just a casual viewer. But you walk in and you're greeted by the Beetlejuice like flashing neon sign with his headstone. It's all made to look out like the what do you call it? His little town. The little
like a
miniature
model.
town.
Yeah, the miniature.
Yeah, the model. Thank you.
The
thank
one
you.
that Alec Baldwin made, yes.
You
Is the
see,
sign supposed to flash? Because I don't think it was flashing when we were there.
I don't think it flashes in the tribute store.
Okay, yeah, maybe that would be annoying
No.
if it was indoors like that.
There's also you see nods to Adam and Barbara with like the like flower. What are they called? Flower wreaths.
Yeah,
Sure, that's what they're called. Why not?
So they're like tombs.
And it's just very like the fixtures for the merchandise are very graveyard esque. They look like that kind of like stone.
Yeah.
And there are tombstones kind of scattered around. And like what's the material that's used in the miniatures? I'm terrible at this too. See,
There was like foam,
Foam?
for the grass. Is that what you mean?
Thank you. Yeah. So like everywhere around you, it looks like this green foam that's to look like grass, like in the miniature model.
Was it a nice fucking model?
Nice fucking model.
Then did you grab your crotch and then a car horn went? Wah, wah?
Yeah,
No.
he did do that. You weren't there, but yes.
Oh, he did do that? Okay,
Yeah.
good. I was worried he wouldn't. He told me he would, but I was worried he was going to chicken out.
Anyways, the
no,
merch
it's more
there's-
like a car horn.
You've upset him.
No.
Okay. Heel turn.
there's merch as well. They have Beetlejuice shirts and socks, and you've seen it all. We don't have to tell you much about that. And then when you get to the end, like the checkout counter to your right, you'll see Adam and Barbara as they're being exercised, I believe, is what it was that was happening.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it looks like they're kind of like fading away. And they're up above you on the right.
Yeah. There's also like the thing on the stairs too.
Yeah, the snake, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Beetlejuice
The
snake.
projection.
Missed that. You have the snake, and then the projection comes along every once in a while and looks like his tail's moving, and
Yeah, a little
pretty cool effect.
Very
And
cool.
then you have Dante's Inferno to the left there, minus the girls signs, but looks cool otherwise. And then the actual like checkout register area is like the waiting part of the, I guess, the checkout area and the waiting.
Yeah, that was my favorite part. I thought that was really well done.
So then you come
like
out
the check-in desk or whatever.
Yeah.
Thank you. Then you come out the hallway, and I don't know what those doors are exactly. I can't recall off the top of my head.
Yeah, they're just like weird shaped doors, like very Tim Burton-y.
Neon-y.
Yeah.
And then when you get to the end of that, you are in the waiting room, which is actually probably my favorite little part in the entire tribute store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're playing Jump in the Line, just off the little tinny speaker.
Yep. You have like the burnt out seat, which was the smoker, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then like the woman's lower half in the chair as well. That's there too. And then there's like posters for, this is back further in the house, but they have the posters for Beetlejuice. I forgot to mention, like kind of scattered all around.
Oh yeah, the flyers.
Yep, the flyers. There were business cards hidden around that people grabbed on the first couple days. Apparently, I didn't see them. I went the first day, didn't see them, didn't get one.
Were they intended to be grabbed?
I don't know, but people grabbed them.
You're just taking them.
Yeah, this one had a lot of hot glue on the back of it. I don't know what that's all about.
I have to admit, earlier in the store, there were like maps, like old maps from like 1995. They were like pretty far over, like, and I was like, should I grab those? They're probably glued down.
I hate to break it to you, they aren't like real maps. Nope, they were made for the event. Sorry.
Oh, so they're not actual. They couldn't take them.
Nope.
Yeah,
not that I tried or anything.
Oh, so you did try to take them?
Not that I tried or anything.
Seagrams and MCA burned all those maps when they sold the parks to Vinvendi.
That was lost in the King Kong fire.
Yeah, it was a King Kong fire. Next to the Masters of Buddy Rich.
So, food aside, how do you guys feel about we'll say the tribute store as a whole, because for a couple of you, that was your first experience.
Yeah, it was. It was my first.
Yeah. I thought it owned. I thought that was so cool. But I will say, like, it has very cool scenery, and it really kind of scratches the itch. You know, but boy, the people get real close to you there, and I'm very paranoid. You guys know me, and you guys know how paranoid I am going in buildings. Yeah. And oh my god, there's like, you could fit like 2 parties in each room. Like they pack it to what they believe is capacity, assuming that everyone moves all at the same time, staying 6 feet apart from each other the whole time. But that's just not how it works. It's just too crazy in there for me.
Yeah, it is a bit much. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Mike, thoughts?
I think the scenery is really cool. I think a lot of the merchandise, it seems like it was shaping up to be some of the coolest merchandise for the year. I do feel like it's clearly like, and I think we've talked about it on the show before. There are a lot of filler merchandise. Like random Mardi Gras.
That's a good point.
Yeah. There's a lot of filler merchandise. Random like I don't know, like all sorts of crazy stuff. We were making a list of them earlier.
You were supposed to buy your Billie Eilish green wig there, but instead they have a Spirit Halloween mask.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that you could buy, like, I don't know if we've talked about on the show, but that you could just like buy like a random, like, I don't know, mask from Saw. Yeah, like a Michael Myers. Yeah,
basically any IP property that's come to Horror Nights.
A hat that was just literally labeled hat.
Oh.
Wait, what?
The witch's hat. That was called
a witch's hat.
Right. I I remember you guys were looking at that. I was busy having a panic attack about people being.
No, yeah, we were staring at the hat that was just labeled hat for an unusually a long amount of time, making jokes about it.
All right, so now I think we could move on to the part of why we brought Bryan on this show. To be honest, because he offered, he paid
I
for
begged.
it. We're gonna go on to the food. So basically, me, Mike, and Bryan grabbed pretty much every single item except the donuts because we felt like we didn't need to eat more donuts because Voodoo's right there.
Yeah.
Grabbed basically everything else and we tried them all. Not only did we try them all, we brought some of it back, everything for Nico to try. Nico's going to try them all for you right now.
Okay.
Yes.
Nico has no idea what the menu is, so he's going to look at this, describe it to us. He's going to rate it, and then we're going to tell him what it is, and then we'll talk about how we felt about it. Sound good?
Before we get to that, can we talk about the experience of ordering them first? A little bit?
Yes, let's go. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So we stepped up there and said, "Can we have one of everything, please?" And they thought we were joking. And then we had to be like, "No, really, we want one of everything."
Oh yeah, she's like everything.
Then you can just see kind of the soul leaving the poor girl.
They
It's
were
like,
so
really?
nice.
Yeah, they were
very
very nice.
sweet.
If you've been there, you know they like individually box every single item.
Yeah,
Yes.
because it's not intended for someone to get
Yes.
3
Correct.
universal bag worth of treats.
We will not tell you the total price, although it's less
No, I
than we
think we should.
imagined.
I think
Yeah.
we should.
No, we should.
Did you get
Okay.
Did you get your discount?
Yes, we
Hell
did.
yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay,
Oh,
so
hell
with our
yeah.
discount,
So the
and full
premier
disclosure-
AP discount.
yes, and one of the items we bought 4 times. We don't want to say the item yet because
Yeah.
this is a surprise for Nico. But one of the items we did bring to our significant others,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Correct.
But
Including
how much
Coke.
do you think the total was, Nico? Do you want to try to guess how much you think the total was for?
He doesn't
one
even
of,
know what we got.
Well, that's part of the fun. One
He
of
can
every.
feel the weight of the bag.
27.48.
Oh my.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You think it was only $27? Have you been to a theme park, Nico?
I thought it was a good discount.
All right. Well, you
Wait,
can tell
so
him
is
the
it like
price.
is it like a butterbeer per? I don't know how many things are in here. I'm
Oh,
thinking
you haven't
there's
even
like
opened it up?
No, we told
no,
him
I
not to.
haven't. All I see is SpongeBob giving me a thumbs
Oh, yeah.
up right now.
So
That's all
we
I'm
bagged
seeing.
this up for Nico and told him to put it in the fridge and not take a peek. So that's what he's done.
I
Yeah.
If
haven't
you're
peeked.
wondering.
No way it survived. Also, it's going to
so-
be in such bad condition.
Right. What was our total?
$80.
About
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah, about 79. 79.
You're going to be eating quite a bit, my friend.
something. Yeah.
So when you asked for everything, you should have just said one content creator special, please.
It's funny because she was like, "You're doing this for YouTube, right?"
Yeah. I
and
felt
then
so ashamed
you're
that
like,
I
"Yeah,
had to, like,
you too."
yeah.
Worse. Do you think these faces belong on YouTube? Come on. And Mike was
That's-
like, does this mean anything to you? Welcome, horror fam.
I believe I said, does it make is it worse or better that we're buying all these to review them? And Bryan was like, stop.
Stop it.
Bryan slowly starts backing away. Like
I think I literally did start backing away when he said that.
You're
I think
ruining
it's probably worse, but
Yeah,
Oh yeah, it's worse.
way worse.
I just
right.
didn't want them to think we were all just chowing down on them.
So what we did is we brought this over to the outdoor seating of Monsters Cafe, had our bit, and now we're going to have the great fun of having Nico go ahead and pull those out of the bag
right.
for us.
Ooh,
All right.
what audio?
Oh,
Fun.
Got the bag. All right. Okay, you're the first item. It's
Okay.
in a plastic, like things that
Clamshell?
cake is
Clamshell.
usually served in. Clamshell.
Yeah.
Thank you. And it is a piece of cake.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, it is.
Yeah.
It's black and green and white.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just describe what you're seeing in front of you.
All right, let me open it up.
We're doing a mukbang.
Yeah.
I
Oh, it's
love
pronounced
virtual
bong. Oh,
Yeah,
I've been
mukbang.
pronouncing that incorrectly. Oh, I've been saying mukbang.
I think most people do. It's okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe I put too much zhuzh in it, like a newscaster saying El Salvador.
Okay. It smells. What is that's a familiar? Okay, it's like a vanilla cake smell.
Dig in, my friend.
Yeah.
Just eat
Is
it,
what I'm
dude.
getting here. All right, so
Oh,
here it
no,
is.
open everything up and take a picture of it. I want to see the
before
condition.
you,
Oh, okay.
I want
Open
you to
everything up.
eat the whole smorgasbord.
I want to
Alright.
hear your live reaction.
Okay, so the first thing is a green cake of some sort, green and black cake.
And everything else should be in like a bakery box, right? Am I
Yeah.
remembering that correctly? Or is
Yeah.
there? No, there's a
Oh,
Oh,
second.
there's another
Or-
clamshell.
Another
There's
clamshell.
another clamshell. It was something, I think.
Oh no!
It's a red gelatin
Yes.
Okay.
sort of thing.
What does
Okay.
it look
Doesn't-
like now? I'm curious.
It doesn't have much of a shape. It looks kind of like the goo has congealed in just one corner, like it's trying to escape.
Only
So
the
it
best
could
for
be-
you,
it
Nico.
could be
Only the
sentient.
best.
It
I
could
mean,
be
could-
sentient.
To be fair, if you don't know what it is, that's probably what it looks like. It's just a mess.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
could be together still.
It could be
So that's
together.
the
Yeah.
other clamshell. This other one is okay. It's kind of cold. Oh, there's a lot in this box.
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
Oh, there's a skull in here. What the hell is that? Okay, the box opens this way. All right. Okay, so there's
Has anything green like all over everything?
No,
No.
has anything spilled?
no.
Has
They
it-
pretty much have stayed separate for each other.
Beautiful.
Okay.
There were two things that had spilled concerns.
There is a open cup, like an open dish that looks like some sort of cookie dough and candy corn and some red gelatin in that.
Hmm.
All right, that looks cool. Here's a pretzel covered in white, like vanilla frosting or something, which has also fallen over
You're
onto
giving the game away, dude. Just,
Oh, do you want me to just take a picture
Yeah, just,
of it?
just
I was told to describe what I'm looking at. So.
no, it's okay. Just
I was
Just,
like more like big picture, like not
Yeah.
necessarily individual.
All right. Okay. Well, this looks very interesting, and I am quite excited to eat these things.
This is
So-
like playing keep talking and nobody explodes with you.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so it's a bomb, but you've seen a bomb in a movie, so it has
Yeah,
wires.
You
It's
know.
red.
So I would like you to just pick whichever one you want to start with. Let us know what it looks like so we know what you're eating.
Okay.
Before you
Then
do,
we will tell you exactly what it is, and we'll tell you what we thought.
Okay.
take a picture of what condition it arrived to.
I took a picture of it.
All right, perfect.
Sounds like everything's not in
Yeah,
terrible
sounds pretty
condition,
good, yeah.
honestly. Yeah,
It
I mean,
looks
he got
like-
it turned into the fridge relatively quick, I would
Okay.
assume.
true.
Yeah.
We were concerned about it.
It started melting on us while we were sitting outside.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Okay. I'm gonna start easy. I'm gonna start with the green covered Rice Krispie treat.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, it just fell apart. Okay.
He
Alright.
knows it's a Rice Krispie treat. He's good.
Oh, how did he know?
Mm. Hmm. I don't know if I'm a fan of that thing that's on the top.
Well,
Yeah,
you're
When you
so-
say that thing, you
Okay.
mean
The black and green frosting that's on top of it.
gotcha.
yeah. There's like a lot of frosting on that thing, and it's
Yeah.
You're gonna be eating a lot of black frosting right now, Nico. I hope you're not gonna be concerned when you poop.
I'm gonna have some interesting bowel movements. That's right.
Yeah.
I will say that I did bring back the rest to my daughter, and she got black frosting in about 2 seconds. Got black frosting all over herself, and the kitchen table, and the floor. I did bring it back in 2 seconds, and black frosting was literally everywhere.
So,
So the way we're gonna
gonna
do this
Go
real
ahead.
quick. Sorry to interrupt. Just give us a description of how you think it is, and then 1 to 5. What's the rating?
And then we'll tell you you're wrong.
Yes, correct.
well, for a Rice Krispie treat, it was pretty mediocre. So I'm gonna have to give that like a 2.5.
2.5. Okay, fair.
Yeah,
Oh my god, we're already doing half scores.
Nico, my friend, for $3.99, you just ate the Frankenstein Rice Crisp treat.
Oh wow. Like,
Wow.
or
What a
Or is
shocker,
it-
right?
yeah. Okay, it probably looks cuter in person than the.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, not really.
I mean, it probably looks better than what you got. To be fair.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah. All of your food looks considerably sadder than
So,
what we had.
Brian, you already kind of started going into it. So, if you want to finish your thoughts and give us the rating out of 5.
Oh yeah, the frosting is fucking gross. We like started eating all of the food, and I just noticed that our mouths were turning black. Maybe you know what? In fairness, maybe you're not supposed to eat 13 items or whatever we got. So maybe that's more on us than it is on them. But yeah, it kind of was just like a standard Rice Krispie treat. It's fine. If you want a Rice Krispie treat, I'm sure there's better ones to get. Like had toothsome. I'll give it a 2.
2, fair. Mike?
Yeah, the consistency of the Rice Krispie treat was also very strange, and then the frosting just kind of tasted like food dye. Like they put a ton of food dye to get that black color.
You're gonna be hearing that a lot here, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not a pleasant taste.
Yeah.
You don't want a savory Rice Krispie treat, and that's kind of.
You thought it was savory?
Like. Yeah, I think the
it
exact
felt a little
opposite. But it's not my turn yet, so I'll wait.
Yeah.
Savory. Nico like tries a Rice Krispie treat. He tastes like a turkey dinner.
And I also lied. I think it is my turn, so never mind.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Yeah, it was extremely sweet because it's fucking covered in icing. It's like a whole like massive coating of 2 different icings.
Yeah.
And what you said about the texture of the Rice Krispie treat, Mike, is kind of accurate for me. I don't know if Nico got this because his has been in the fridge. It's a little different.
Yeah.
But ours, it was like softer, which I enjoy from a Rice Krispie treat. But the actual like Rice Krispies were like crunchy. So it had this like
weird,
really like soft, melty, but yet very crunchy going on.
Yeah.
And I'm not a big texture guy, so it didn't bother me, but that's not how I'd want my Rice Krispie treat. And I'm going to go with a 2 out of 5 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would go a little bit lower than that. I would be like maybe 1.5. I didn't think it was necessarily edible. Yes.
All right. This is gonna be a pan from a lot of things. That was
frosting killed it.
I thought it was just edible. Like that's what it was. It was edible. That's fine.
I hope it's edible.
I mean, guys, we'll find out tomorrow.
That's true.
Nico, what's your next item of choice?
All right. So, looking here, I'm gonna go from like something frosting heavy to something gelatin heavy.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to start off with the red gelatin substance that it's in the little clamshell.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
We're opening it up.
What shape would you describe it?
Yeah, what shape?
So
does it have a shape?
It looks like, so you know when you look at like molds and like funguses and how they kind of like congeal in one corner because they're kind of trying to find the moisture or the way out. That's what it kind of looks like here.
Okay.
Okay. Can you pick it up?
Description.
It does. What texture is it? Can you pick it up?
I can't pick. Let me see if I can't pick it up.
Oh my god. Oh boy.
Oh my. Okay, so it is gummy. Oh, that's a lot more gummy. That's a lot more gummy than I thought it was. I thought it was going to be more Jello than gummy. All right. Oh, definitely smells of like cherry. All right, here we go.
What a strange episode.
Do you even listen to us?
Ooh, that's pretty
like right up our alley.
Dude, we should be naming like the top 10 treats that have been at Halloween Horror Nights.
Top
just
10
being
are
like
old news, man. We do live
like
food
the
reviews
cupcakes in
here.
2010, but in 2012 they were better.
This cherry Jello gummy substance that has actually taken the shape of the side of the clam once I ripped it out. It's actually very good. A very, very strong cherry flavor in there. That gets a 4 for me. I'm a cherry man, and I really like the cherry Jello. I mean, it's nice and simple. I have from a purely taste standpoint and texture, yeah, that gets a solid 4 for me.
I like it. So Nico, you just ate for $5.99. It came with
Jesus
2.
Christ!
It came with 2. It came with 2.
Okay, good.
And that was a full half of it, by the way.
That was that was a full
That was
piece.
one item.
Oh my God, $6?
Yeah.
Well, $3. Yeah.
$3 for the one you ate $3 worth.
That's not $3 worth of Jello.
No, it's not.
That's a
but anyways,
nickel worth.
it was the sour cherry gummy. Do you know what it was, Nico? A beating heart. So
Ooh.
it was the shape of a heart, which we knew looked like a heart because we already
Yeah.
knew
At
what
the
it was.
time
in
it
Japan.
did. At the time it
Yeah,
looked
I
like a
guess
heart.
Nico, you don't know what a heart looks like. It looks a lot like the side of a clamshell box.
Okay. Well,
Bryan-
this was more liver than heart.
Brian, I will let you describe its presentation in the shop because you were the most mystified by it.
Oh yeah, I loved it. It's so they're on full display. This is like the signature item, I think, that they have. They're like lit up from the bottom. It's kind of like how you go to Panera Bread and they just have like cookies on the warmer, and like you're supposed to just want one of those with whatever you're getting. They had beating hearts on a tray, and they were like the actual gummy things. And I think they maybe like blow a puff of air up to make them to inflate a little bit as if they're still beating.
But it was it's like convincing. It actually looks like
Yeah,
a
it looked pretty
beating
good.
heart.
They're tiny, but
Yeah,
they're good.
yeah.
Yeah, they were like glowing. It was pretty
Yeah.
cool. Like
Yeah, the lighting underneath looked really good. Really cool effect. And Brian, you can go right into your review of it.
Yeah. Well, first, I'm realizing now that it was $6 for that, which is insane. So,
Not taking into consideration. No value.
yeah. What? No, I think value has it.
We're not reviewing value, just taste.
Okay. So I don't know. I thought it tasted pretty good. I like gummy things. It was a little more jello-y than gummy for me, which like kind of indicates to me that they're actually making it there, which I liked instead of it being shipped from, whatever weird company in Pennsylvania. I guess like Haribo. Makes gummy anatomical hearts.
Who wants some
pretty
fizzy
good.
heart?
But like, I don't know. It was a little weird, like eating that thing, like 3 grown men, just like splitting some gummy anatomical hearts. Just at the table at Monsters Cafe. Like it wasn't really shareable or anything, but it tasted pretty good. So I give it like a 3.
Yeah, I don't think it was meant to be shared. I think that was are just weird asses. Just like
I don't know. I think you get like a pastry and you're like, yeah, you want to go halfsies with me on this?
Well, yes,
like,
but then you eat one heart.
Yeah.
Not 3 people share a single piece.
Yeah, you're probably right. But save that for your fucking review.
I'm sorry. God damn. I wasn't going to talk about that aspect. Okay, Mike, you can go.
Oh, it was my turn. I thought it was pretty good. It was very sour. It kind of reminded me of kind of like a sour, like a cherry sour warhead, like Nico was saying. It had a very cherry flavor, a little overwhelmingly cherry, because if you get too much cherry, it kind of tastes like cough syrup. And I think there was a little bit of that going on. But yeah, it was pretty good. I liked it.
And tell us what your score is, dude.
I would give it like a 3. I wouldn't go back for more. I think, but it was good.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure with most of these things, like I wouldn't be trying them again.
No, but mainly due to the value for a lot of them.
Yeah,
like this. So I'm a big gummy guy, and going into this, I had heard a lot of people.
You should see his bumper sticker.
I break for gummies.
I heard. Gummy.
Ooh.
Going
into
drive
this,
around
I heard
the villages with that.
Many people. Jesus Christ! I had heard many people were complaining about the texture, and that's because, like one of you mentioned before, it's kind of almost more jello-y in texture than it is actual gummy.
Mm-hmm.
So it can kind of be a shock, I guess, once you take a bite. I really enjoyed that actually, and I don't know about you, the two who knew it was sour before you bit into it. It was a lot more sour than I would have expected it to be. Like Mike said, it was almost kind of like Warhead, like level.
Yeah.
Which I love. Sour,
inject that shit
cherry,
in my veins. I love it sour, baby.
Gummy. Yeah. That's a 4 out of 5 for me.
Yeah, so good.
Nico's
got
like all on board
good.
now.
Yeah, Nico really liked
Yeah,
it.
I
he
like
gave it a
that.
4.
He's gonna
I
go
gave it a
back.
4. Yeah, it was the only one I took 2 bites of.
Is there a way you can charge me more for this?
Okay.
All right. Next.
Do
item.
you have a pick for what I should do next?
Nope. It's all on you,
Okay,
buddy.
It's all
on
on
you.
me. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna save that one for next. I'm gonna go something a little easier. I'm gonna go for the pretzel stick
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
that has
Yeah.
the white all over it. I'm gonna go ahead and take a guess at what this product actually is.
Hmm.
Bride of Frankenstein's hair on a stick.
Okay,
that's
you'll find out. You'll find out shortly.
Okay, I'm probably wrong.
Yeah. I love how the show comes to a grinding halt when Nico has to eat the item.
All right.
We all just have to listen to him chew now.
Mm.
I'll vamp a little bit. I will say that my wife actually did enjoy this. I brought one of them back to her, and she did like it.
Okay.
I think we could tell him what he's eating as he's eating it.
No.
There we go. A
I want
white
his rating
chocolate,
first.
white chocolate pretzel. Man, these are good. I'm a sucker for these, so like
Yeah.
this is always one of
I
my
do
more
love a sweet
favorite
and salty.
treats.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is quite good. It's got some black food coloring on it from another item that's in the box.
That is not intended.
So I'm not gonna give that, but yeah, it's good. I mean, it's your white chocolate on a pretzel. You can't get much better than that. I do like the crisscross design on there.
Hmm.
Oh, that lasted.
Yeah, it's just a little. I mean, it's probably a little standard for me. Actually, now that I just took my one bite and I've finished it, it's very sweet now in my mouth. So I'm getting a bit of a weird aftertaste. So I'm probably gonna give it. It's a 3. It's a solid pick. It's a 3. It's something that it's not something you go after. It's something that comes in the gift basket. Like you're not gonna
Okay.
seek this out. So
Well,
it's a 3
all
for
right.
me.
it's not coming in a gift basket because it's $5.49. You had a white chocolate
For 2 of them.
pretzel.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2. That's correct. White chocolate pretzel mummy.
Mummy. Okay, I
It's a
see the
mummy.
lattice now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did we
All
leave
right.
the eyes on for him or no?
No, I ate the eyes.
Okay. It had like what were they? I didn't eat them.
It was like those little cake decoration ball things.
Yeah. Just a
They
little.
were silver and they looked like eyes on the top.
Yeah.
That's a lot of white chocolate on there. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you're gonna hear that from us too. Carry on, Brian.
So I really like dipped pretzels, but I'm not a white chocolate fan at all. So I don't know. I like it sweet and salty, and that was pretty good. But like, it's both a dipped pretzel in white chocolate, and then they put frosting over it,
Mhm.
which is way too much for me. But not bad actually. It was super sweet, but I think I'm less sensitive to that than other people are. You'll probably hear that in Duff's review. But 3 out of 5, I think. Not bad.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's basically what mine. I recall you guys not, at least Brian, not liking it as much, and I tried it and was like, yeah, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
I would say like 3. Yeah, 3.5. I don't
I've
know.
softened on it in my last 4 hours.
Oh, okay. After you've tried some of the other things.
Yeah. Well, hey.
Yeah. So yeah, I enjoyed it. It's very, very sweet, very kind of overwhelming a little bit, but it was good. I enjoyed it. It was and I couldn't eat a whole one, but if you gave me a little bit of one, yeah, I would definitely enjoy it. I'd give it a 3.5.
3.5. All right.
Oh,
fair.
okay.
Okay. I like pretzel sticks. I like white chocolate. I like sweet and salty.
This is like a person is saying he's not racist because he has a black friend.
However,
Yeah, there's
the
always
next key line, yes. With the white chocolate and the frosting, there's like 2.5 inches of sugar on top of this fucking pretzel. So if you took the base taste, I would probably give it like a 3. It gets like a 1.5 for me because, as Brian can attest to, I took a bite and immediately like shook my head because the pure sweetness was just incredible. Like
You had
I
like a
could
weird
not.
strategy for eating it too. Like you ate it from the side to get less frosting, but I think
and I
you
was
just
still
got
too
more.
sweet. Yeah, I think I did. It was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like the sweetness gave me a seizure. It was bad. It was very bad.
At least you're not being dramatic about it.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not. But I really did not enjoy it just because of how sweet it was.
Yeah.
If you like Brian are okay with how sweet things are, or I guess Mike, sure.
Yeah.
But it is very sweet, and it was too sweet for me. And actually, let me 1.5 because I would not touch that again.
Yeah. Nico, are you eating like all of these items? By the way?
No, I can't.
All of
I
it?
can't do
Okay.
it. I can't do that.
I
No.
fully
Not-
expected you to eat the entire thing of all of this.
Eventually,
there are
yes.
some things that you have that are just like a bite.
I'm almost done with the beating heart though. That was
Makes
good.
it's fucking good.
Okay.
Right?
It's-
All right. So before this, y'all prompted me that there was something that I needed to warm up, and I
Mhm.
think I found it.
What does it look
Okay.
like?
I believe it is a hot dog wrapped in some sort of pastry.
Mm-hmm.
That's black and white, probably some sort of snake figure. So it could be Beetlejuice's dick. I mean, that's what I'm guessing here. I guess I'm gonna be sucking some Keaton cock here. So I'm gonna go.
So yes,
I'm gonna go warm this up real
hold on.
quick.
Okay.
Remember
Wait,
the rule.
before you do,
Oh,
We ate
all
it lukewarm, so you
Yeah,
get
yeah.
to eat it lukewarm. So like maybe 10 seconds at most.
yeah,
All
you
right,
cannot make it hot. We did not receive it hot. We received it very
okay.
lukewarm and
Yeah,
kind of
I'm gonna-
soggy.
I'm gonna
Just
do
make it
Krispy
like a-
Kreme rules and do 8 seconds.
Okay,
Okay.
perfect.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, it
I'll
needs
be
to
right back.
Like the memory of warmth, like how like a LaCroix is flavored. That needs to be.
Oh, so
the
it needs to
warmth
be
level.
warm in the other room by the time I bring it here. It's done. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. I'll be right back. Hold on.
exactly. Oh, we'll miss you.
All right. Bam.
Dude, fucking go.
So for the quick 15 seconds he's gone, guess what his rating will be? I say
Oh,
he's gonna give it like a 2.5.
he's either gonna hate it or love it.
Yeah.
Like I think he's gonna give it a 4.
Oh,
Just he's gonna be like, I love a sausage. This is good.
Yeah, this is good, Frank.
Yeah.
Mike.
Yeah, I think he's gonna like it. I think
Okay.
he's
Oh,
gonna be like.
By the
It'll
way,
be
this
called
tastes
hot-
like shit.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was awful. It was by far
So
the
bad.
worst thing we
Whoa,
ate.
whoa, hey guys, our reviews are coming up. Relax.
He can't hear us.
Yeah, for
Yeah, but the listeners can.
Well,
no, it's like a
spoiler
fun
alert.
little secret.
You think I'm cutting this? Come on, man.
Spoiler alert! It was
I'm
terrible.
too lazy to cut
What?
shit.
Nico just said something. He heard. Oh, no. Huh? Hey,
Hold on. Ah. My headphones. Okay.
Do you make it too hot?
How warm is it?
I gotta give it a little bit to cool. I'm gonna let it
Like
cool
a-
a little bit.
Like
went a little
Florida
too
tap
warm.
water on cold. That's how warm it needs to be.
You can eat it.
All right, it needs to cool. It needs to cool down just a little bit. I'm gonna have another thing, and then it will
Okay.
be at the
Okay.
right temperature there. So
There you go.
we're
That's
saving
a good
that
idea.
one.
Perfect.
Okay, so all right, the next thing I'm gonna do is
What a teaser.
I see that there is a serving cup in here, a black serving cup.
Uh-huh.
Does this go with
Uh-huh.
something else, or is this its own?
Lift it up.
That
Lift it
goes
up.
with something. Yeah, lift up the black serving cup.
Okay,
There
let
should
me
be a
see what's in
small
here.
item.
What? I don't remember this at all.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
do.
I'll
Yeah, you
explain
do.
this in a second, bro.
No, it's the black serving cup, not the one that has the green, not the
no, the
travel
black
Yes,
plate.
serving
yes.
cup. Yes.
Do you
Okay.
see a
Under the
little
black serving cup, there should be a small.
like pastry type item?
Oh, I see that. That's
Yes.
what that goes to.
Okay, so you dip it in.
Yeah, you dip
What is
that.
that smell?
Open up the black serving cup and dip that in.
Okay.
Oh,
so,
is it that smell on the Spotify playlist?
And I believe
Okay.
Brian actually didn't
Yeah,
get
sure.
to try this one.
Okay,
no, I
so
didn't try this.
this is some sort of pastry that has a.
Yeah. I don't know if pastry is actually the right word, but it looks
Yeah,
like
he
know
has
what
so
this
little of it, he can't
is.
tell.
Yeah, he doesn't have much.
It's like slightly burnt on the end. It's like dough, maybe even be corn. Okay, I'm gonna dip it in here in this.
Corn? You
I
think
don't know,
we gave you corn?
No, it's
They
like
had-
a corn.
They had
It's like a
they had
corn.
street corn last year.
It's like
I
a
mean,
corned bread.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, if
I'm
only
gonna
you
dip.
knew.
I'm gonna dip it in this sauce that I don't find very appealing.
I think you'll enjoy it. Don't worry.
Yeah, he's
All right, here we go. Oh, that's sticky.
Also on Nico's car.
It's his motto.
Oh, what is that?
Yeah, it's good.
Wow,
Right?
that's actually a lot better than I thought that was gonna
Yeah.
be. What is this sauce? Hold on. I'm
Talk
gonna try
about it,
another
man.
bit of the sauce. All right, hold on.
You guys ever see the documentary Somm about the master sommelier?
No.
There's so it's these people studying to become master sommeliers, and they have to find ways of describing wine that people haven't like said before, and to just accurately describe everything. So they're like, fresh cut rubber garden hose and a recently opened can of tennis balls.
What the fuck?
So
It
Nico, if
does-
you could describe things like that.
Okay, so the smell of it, I would have to be like, it's like a maple syrup that got too close to motor oil. It's like the mechanic was having it's like a mechanic made you pancakes. That's what it smells like. But it tastes actually pretty good. It is slightly sweet, and it has this little bit of a heat at the end of it. I'm not
Okay,
much of
that's
a
pretty
heat
good.
seeker, but I like that a lot, especially with that bread that it was served with.
You love heat seeker mode in Rocket League. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Well, I'm not much of a heat seeker, like another food reviewing podcast that Bryan and I listen to.
All right. So, how do you feel about it altogether?
You know what? Altogether, I think I would give it a 4 because that really set it apart. I really like the texture of the little bread piece there, and the sauce, even though it smells terrible, actually tastes pretty darn good, and it's extremely
Nico,
sticky. So what is?
I will tell you, you had a very small portion of it, so it's much larger. What was this on a stick? I don't remember if we gave you the stick at all.
We did not give him the.
Okay,
No,
so
but
it came on a stick for $7.99. That was the bacon, cheddar, and scallion waffle stick with jalapeno maple syrup.
Well, I'll be dipped.
Yes.
Wow, I did.
you're
I
pretty
taste
good.
that in there now.
Yeah.
Wow, that's actually really good. Yeah.
For how much was it?
$7.99.
$7.99.
$7.99.
Hot dog.
Hot dog.
It was meant to be more of a meal, I would say. It's like
Okay, how big is
It's
it
tiny.
usually?
It's tiny.
it's
Smaller
it's
than a
like-
corn dog?
It's about it's smaller. It's about
like Epcot Food and Wine size, I would say. Like, right? Like
it's a little bigger than that. Not much, but a little.
Yeah. I'd say like it's
almost the size of a normal corn dog. It's not far off.
I'd say like it's the size of like a standard chicken strip.
yeah. Oh yeah, I can see that.
Okay, I'll let
Standard
it slide.
issues chicken. These are all measurements that everyone talks about.
Yeah,
Epcot
of
Food and
course.
Wine size, standard chicken strip.
Is that American or
et
metric
cetera,
chicken strip?
Unfortunately, Bryan did not try this, so we'll just go right to Mike's review.
I wasn't
Yeah,
allowed.
no, I feel bad. I was very hungry, so I kind of dibs to this item as going to be my meal because I hadn't eaten. So I just kind of scarfed it down and realized I should probably share it. Duff has tried it before, and then I had forgotten that Bryan had not tried it before, and then I realized that I should probably save some for Nico. But yeah, so I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. I would give it. It can't really compare it to the other items because it's like one of the only savory things we got. But it was good. I would give it a 4.
Yeah, that's a fair rating. I had this actually the first day this section of the tribute store opened. That's the only item I got that day. I was just really hungry like Mike was, so I grabbed something. I really enjoyed it. I thought the actual waffle itself was super like soft, just kind of like pillowy. The bacon and cheddar weren't too strong, but the scallion kind of came through a bit, and I really liked that added into the waffle. And that jalapeno maple syrup is fantastic.
Yeah, very good. Yeah.
So I don't want to give it a full 4.5, but I think it is better than a 4, so a 4.25.
There we go.
There you go.
Hey, baby.
All right. Well, hot dog. It's time for the hot dog.
Boo.
Thumbs down.
For Beetlejuice's dick is what we're looking at here, also known as Keaton cock. So we have.
Yeah, we're just gonna let you keep going, huh?
Yeah,
I guess eat it. Eat
Okay,
it, nigga.
so all right, so now it is at lukewarm levels, similar to what y'all had. All right, so here we go. It's going in.
Good stuff.
Mm.
I think there were condiments behind the counter, by the way.
Oh yeah, we were
give us-
giving
We could have used.
yeah.
Yeah, this is just a pig in a blanket.
Mm.
It isn't a standard hot dog. I feel like there's a little bit more spice in there than a normal like all beef hot dog that I taste in there.
Okay.
That was, and it could be because of maybe some of the black wrapping. Let me get some of the white now.
Oh, I don't know if I tried both personally. Did you guys try both?
I did.
I
Yeah,
did.
I took
I
a
did
bite
try
and had
both. It was.
They're the same.
Hey, don't say anything. Don't say anything.
To me, they feel about the same. I didn't really notice a taste difference between the white and the black on this hot dog.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a pig in a blanket. Pretty standard. I say if you get this and you dip it in the jalapeno syrup.
We knew you were going to do that.
We
knew
we actually called that,
You
yeah.
literally.
All right.
We knew you would do
He's
that.
trying it now. This thing is like a foot long, though, right? Like it's pretty big.
Oh, it's a foot long? That's cool. Okay.
Man,
So
Keaton's packing.
yeah.
I mean, those
So-
pants are baggy for a reason.
Yeah, that's true. It gets a 3 out of 5 for me because it's like pretty standard.
Wow.
But
I win.
Wow.
If you add the jalapeno syrup to that bitch, though, it becomes a 4 out of 5.
Hell yeah.
Oh shit! I knew that would make it better. Why didn't we try that? We're
I don't.
stupid.
We hate ourselves.
All
That's
right.
actually really good with the jalapeno syrup. The dog's almost gone. Actually, I'm gonna save this for my girlfriend. She can have some.
Before I
Why,
give
do
you
you
some
hate
info
her?
on it, I will say, while you were gone heating it up, we guessed what you'd give it. I guessed 2.5. They guessed 4. You said a 3, so I'm closest. Thank you.
And then he changed it to a 4.
Oh, you said for the maple syrup. That's not part of the item. So
Yeah.
stop.
I disagree.
Nico, you just ate
Yeah.
the most expensive item on the menu.
wait, no. Make
$12.99.
him guess. Make him guess.
$12.99.
Oh.
$11.99.
Very close.
Oh, I was so close.
You ate Michael Keaton's penis. The
Oh,
pretzel striped foot long dog.
pretzel striped, eh? Okay.
yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. Did
think
you get a
it's
lot of
supposed-
pretzel in there?
No, I did not get any pretzel. It was all pretty much like Pillsbury dough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get any pretzel.
No,
That's kind of what I think too. It was like
That was not pretzely.
it tasted like just a regular hot dog rolled in phyllo dough or whatever they use
biscuit
for
dough
it.
or whatever. Yeah.
And it was like not baked enough. In my opinion,
yeah.
it was
Gooey
like
kind of.
when you get those pigs in blankets and and they're still like a little wet on
Yeah.
the outside.
They've
Maybe we
been
just had
sitting
a
on the
bad
tray
one.
for like a year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're making a pretzel thing, that just reminded me that it was a pretzel thing when
Yeah.
you said that
I,
title.
I don't know why
realize.
pretzel's in the name at all.
Yeah, it should be salted if it's pretzel. Like it
I
just
think it's
should
supposed to be a
Oh,
pretzel
that would be
texture, but
better.
it just wasn't cooked enough. I think.
Yeah.
I think it was supposed to be
All right,
pretzel
There
dough.
is.
All right,
It feels just like the dough.
let's let Bryan carry on with his review.
No, I mean, you guys are pretty much in agreement. I think this sucks
Yeah.
shit. It
was terrible.
One out of
Yeah,
5 for me.
Barely one.
I also give it a 1. Yes, correct.
Yeah,
It was awful. Maybe because I was so hungry and I was hoping it would be good, because I scarfed down the other thing, and I wanted to like have a full belly before I started putting a bunch of sweets or make myself sick. I was really hoping that I could have a lot of this. I had one bite and I could not do it.
So
I
Nico,
will say I
could
was very happy that you wanted to order it, though. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I want to try that hot dog.
I mean, I was happy we tried it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it came out different than the way we had it for you, Nico, but to us, it was definitely a soggy dough on top of an underwhelming hot dog.
Yeah, it's not a good dog that's in there.
No, it's not at all.
I will say this: I just tried taking some of the pretzel skin off of the dough, and
Okay.
it's basically just a little pretzel skin. It does have a slightly different taste from the dough
Pretzel
underneath.
skin is such a troubling term to me.
But that's what it is on here. Like, it's layered. It's a thin layer of pretzel skin. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. It's like a thin layer of pretzel, but the over bleached dough underneath just overpowers the flavor of that pretzel whatsoever. Yeah, actually, it might be a 2.5. Now that I think about it. I already said three. I already said three.
2.5 would be spot on for me, so I'd take it. But you said 3, so we'll keep it.
All right.
So, pick your next. Hopefully, not tragedy.
Okay. I think I'm saving the best looking thing for last.
Mhm.
So I'm not going to say what that is yet, but I'm saving that one for last. I'm going to take one of the worst looking things, which is this thing on a popsicle stick.
Yeah. What color is it?
Oh, that's the thing. Okay, it's either chocolate or red velvet. I
But
can't.
Yeah,
I
that
can't
doesn't
tell
help
in the
us.
sliding. I
What
can't
color
tell
is
in the
the-
sliding.
what color is the icing?
Okay, so it's black icing all around.
Okay.
It has a mouth and a
Gotcha.
yellow eye.
Yes,
and it's on
gotcha,
a
gotcha.
stick.
Okay.
It's the only thing in here on a stick. All right, here we go. Going in for a bite. Oh wow, that's terrible. Holy crap, that's dry.
Yeah, it sucks, right?
Oh my god, it's so dry, and the frosting does not help. Like, yeah, there's chocolate in there, but why? 1 out of 5.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
This thing is
Yeah,
like
that thing sucks.
like prepackaged like Ms. Freshly's out of the vending machine. Disgusting.
Oh god, it's bad.
Preservative filled
Mhm.
chocolate cake. I
Yeah.
hate it. It sucks.
What did he just eat?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, you went into that really quick there. Brad.
No, I'm so mad at it. I want to say
Yeah, it's very
Bryce's
upsetting.
very angry at this.
So first of all, that was a character at one point. For $5.49, you
what?
ate the werewolf chocolate cake pop.
Boy, that sucks. How
Brian,
much is that? $5.99?
$5.49.
$5.49. Ugh.
Brian, your rating?
5 out of 5. I love it.
Got it.
No, 1. 1 is the lowest. 1.
I mean, 0 is the lowest technically. If you want
0 is the lowest. It's a 6-point scale.
Sure.
Okay, 0.
I will
Zero.
allow it. I will say it's a 0.1.
Yeah,
Point
it was
1.
bad.
Okay.
It was bad. I'll give it a 0. It was unedible.
I have
One-
nothing to add except that, as we were talking about earlier with another item, that this had way too much frosting, and the
Yeah.
cake sucked and was dry and not good.
Oh,
Yeah.
the cake was
this
terrible.
This is another thing that suffers from the black icing everywhere
Yeah.
thing.
We may go back to that soon, just so you know. Nico, pick your next
Okay.
foe.
Alrighty.
It's
Let's see.
pronounced pho.
I am going to take this little open dish that looks like it has a cookie dough mound in it with an eye in it.
Mm.
And it's swimming in this red jelly of some sort. And I see a bit of candy corn in here. All right, this looks terrible, but it's probably better than what I just had. Very strong raspberry. Wow. These flavors do not match well.
So I'll correct you real quick. It is strawberry.
Strawberry. Okay, maybe that's why it sucks. Okay.
Know your berries, boy.
Yeah, that's definitely strawberry. You're right. I'm sorry. There was so much crap and other stuff that's just thrown in here.
I
that
bet this is a
strawberry's
thing that didn't
really
travel
bad.
well.
Yeah,
Probably
that probably
not.
did not.
Well, and we'll let this ride out and see.
I don't like. Nah, not a big fan. It's better than what I just had because the cookie dough's all right. The strawberry, I don't know. This wasn't the right choice. I think raspberry would have been a better choice than the strawberry in here. but that's just me.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's just a garbage pail. I mean, that's all this is. It's just like a bunch of garbage, and they threw in there.
Yeah, that's probably about right.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
just offended everyone from Buffalo who loves garbage pails.
Plates,
Is it plate? Oh,
garbage
Garbage
plate, I
plate.
think, right?
I just offended everyone from Buffalo who loves garbage plates.
And you just
All right.
offended the garbage pail kids. The
Yeah, those ugly kids.
yeah.
Those damn ugly kids. All right. That gets a 2 out of 5.
Okay, Brian.
I do like
Oh,
it
Hey, you haven't said what it is.
better.
Oh.
Yeah, what is
I
it?
went too early last time.
Nope. Go ahead. Finish your thing, Nico, real quick.
I was gonna say, now that I think about it a little bit more, I do like that better than the Rice Krispie treat, and I would probably get that over the Rice Krispie treat just because of how weird and interesting it is.
Okay.
Okay.
But I don't
Okay,
know if
yeah.
I'll ever order it again. There's only one thing I would actually. There's only 2 things so far that I've had that I might have again.
What? The gummy in that?
The gummy heart and the bread, the savory waffle.
Oh yeah, the waffle thing.
I promise you something else very good is coming up. At least one,
Okay.
most likely 2 for you.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyways, you had one of the cheapest items on the menu. For
Oh, good.
$4.49, you had the chocolate chip cookie dough cup, which, as you said, also has candy corn and like a strawberry kind of jam / before you had it, there were a couple full strawberries in there.
That kind of would have helped, but not really in my
Nah,
case.
it wouldn't. Brian.
I'm not like big on the whole edible cookie dough thing.
Mhm.
I just don't. I think it's kind of a weird fad in food, but I'm not above it. Like I like cookies and I like eating cookie dough raw. Why not? But I was saying that before I tried it, but this thing, it was fucking great. I loved it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was super into it. I like the strawberry, the like candied strawberry stuff that was in there. I think it actually worked well together. And I do like candy corn also. Controversial opinion.
I love candy corn.
Oh wow, okay.
I
I
love
love
There's a
everything.
pro candy corn podcast.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
Bro,
yeah,
it's
very
Halloween.
candy corn.
It's a
Yeah.
Halloween-based podcast. Come on.
Yeah. But yeah, this is like one of my favorite things that we tried. Solid 5 for me.
Oh,
Whoa.
Yeah,
Okay.
Bryan
All right.
did get full disclosure. He did get like a full candied strawberry, and I don't think
Okay.
any of us did. But
I got a piece of one, not a full one.
And I'm not ashamed to admit it, okay?
Yeah.
All right. So, Mike, how do you feel with not a full strawberry?
I also did like this as well. I am a sucker for cookie dough. I like the cookie dough shake. I like edible cookie dough. I'm not ashamed to admit it. And I like strawberries. And I think this was down my wheelhouse. I'll give it. I don't know if I'd give it a 5. I'm not a big sweets guy in general, so I don't think any of these are going to be 5s for me. But I'll give it a 4. Yeah, it was good.
Okay, 4. Nico, they said maybe it didn't travel well, and that's why you didn't like it. But I also didn't like it, and I had it fresh. I like cookie dough. I thought the cookie dough on its own was fine, but the entire cup itself didn't work for me. The cookie dough with candy corn and like that strawberry like sauce just was not good together. The strawberry sauce was very artificial. And like, again, I love candy corn, but it had no business being in this because it doesn't work with either of the other components. So
Wow.
yeah, 2.5 for me.
Wow.
I will admit I'm not that big of a strawberry fan either, but I like all these things separately. Just together doesn't work.
Yeah, I just very interesting choice. The cookie dough and strawberry like sauce for me. It in the candy corn, like it's fine. It's a little thing. I get it. But the 2 main components just make no sense. They didn't work for me at all.
Ridiculous.
You're
right.
wrong.
Taste.
All right. I think it's time for some tarts.
Oh,
I think we're getting to here. So this is the part of a tart. It's a new podcast. That's
Like
coming
a
out.
quarter of a tart, I believe.
Yeah, like a quart of a tart. Yeah. All right.
It's very hastily put in the box by me.
There's
Like I don't know how to cut this thing. They didn't have any knives. At the
there's some sort of yellow filling in this. I'm gonna eat the end that doesn't have black frosting on it, so it doesn't get tarnished. All right, here you go. Oh man, they almost got this right. Oh, so close. So close, but the crust sucks. So the filling's good. Like it's a lemon tart. From there. Oh god, the crust is so darn sweet. That ruins it. Oh, it's terrible. No, like I really wish I want it to be good because the ends like I love a lemon tart. I love like citrus tarts and sour. And that part's really good, but the stupid crust on this thing is
wow,
not good whatsoever. Ruined it. It could have been a 4. It's a solid 2. So,
oh wow.
Yeah.
My God.
Not a fan, unfortunately.
Wow.
The crust really ruined it.
That crust dropped it far.
It did. That crust ruined it.
What did he just eat?
Wow.
Because I was good for the first bite, and then more of the crust got in, and it's like, hey, we're here too. And then I'm like, I don't want you. So I just want more of this yummy
what the fuck
lemon filling.
I mean, we did ask him to describe things in detail.
That's true. Okay.
I don't want you.
I don't want you. I don't want these.
You don't want you.
This is not my beautiful crust.
Nico.
Yes.
For $5.39.
Oh no.
It was a decent size before you had it, I will say.
I can tell by the circumference, yeah.
You ate the mummy face tart.
With key lime tart, right?
Yeah, it's a key lime tart.
Yes.
Huh? Hold on.
Yeah. Huh? Okay, we're holding.
Barely. Barely. That's barely key lime.
Nico is so offended as a native Floridian.
Nico's going to drop the score lower.
Oh, it might go lower now that I know it's key lime. I thought it was straight lemon there. Oh, that's how bad the crust is. Because I just try to get a full licking of just the filling.
Ew.
And I was able to taste a little bit more of the key lime. Oh my god. Yeah, that crust is so bad. Yeah, definitely a 2 out of 5. Ugh.
Wow.
Okay. Brian. Follow that up.
Like, I like this a lot.
You like
I do want to say before you get into it, travel could have affected crust in some way in this one, of course.
I don't know. I thought it would have affected like the filling more, honestly.
You think so? Anyways, carry on. Go ahead.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good key lime tart. I had it and I was like, this is probably just from like Today Cafe, and they put some weird frosting on it too. Yeah, it was good. I will say though, this is like you know, Nico being from Florida and being disgusted by a citrus tart. Kind of like that commercial with the like New York City. They make that salsa in New York City.
The paste salsa
that's
commercial.
exactly what's going on.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, it's good. 4.5.
Oh. Wow. Nico's gonna like just cut out of this chat. He's done.
Yeah, I liked it too. We had it fresh. I think that probably played a factor because I brought home some of the tart to my family, and after it was in the car, it basically looked inedible, and I don't think anyone has tried it. It quickly turned, and like it was supposed to be like a mummy, and now it just kind of looks like gobbledygook. So I have a feeling that it went south and went bad. Because I would not want to eat it now, and I really enjoyed it then. So unfortunately, Nico, I think it did not travel well. But yeah, at the time, I have to go with what I tried, and I wouldn't try it now. I'll be honest with you, but at the time, yeah, I'll give it a 4.
You just let him eat it. Like, oh yeah, it's probably spoiled.
I haven't said spoiled. It just looks weird. I say spoiled. We had to put it in the fridge. don't think he's gonna get food poisoning.
No, it'll be fine.
So, as a also native Floridian who enjoys his key lime pies, I thought the key lime filling itself was fine. It wasn't anything special. It was fine. However, Nico, I thought the actual tart itself, the crust was very good. It was flaky. It wasn't like overly sweet to me.
It
I
probably
thought
did not travel well then.
the frosting level on this was not as high as others, so it didn't have like that huge sweetness impact. I thought it was really good. I'd say like a 3.75.
I will try this in person. Like, I will try to get a fresh one of these.
Wait, we're doing quarter scores now?
I've done quarters.
I think you did a point one.
I did a
before,
point
actually.
one.
He did a point one.
I don't believe in that.
Yeah, well, is this your show? Damn it.
You have convinced me to go and try to purchase it on my own and try it myself.
Wow.
Okay. Floridian has talked to the Floridian, and
I will give it a chance.
You guys use your
because
twin
you
speak
said
with each other.
yeah. All right. Are we ready for the next one?
Yes.
Yeah. Remember when you guys thought that there wasn't enough content in this episode?
Wait, it's been like 2 hours of this.
when you say you guys, you mean Nico?
Hey, you guys. We were having some never mind. Okay, so I'm trying the stuff that's in the inverted pyramid style.
Okay. Yes.
What?
Glass. It's like an inverted pyramid where the top got cut off.
It would be easier
my
to
God, I left
describe what
my,
it looks like.
I left
Yeah.
my Illuminati gear with you.
It's green. Okay, so it's green and it smells it's a very sour smelling green, and there's like a red finger in it and a green finger in it. So I'm gonna try to eat it.
Try to get a finger.
I
How
got a
solid
finger.
is this, by the way?
Oh yeah, I'd like to know the
fridge may have helped
consistency
to
now.
this.
Oh, it's very solid. Oh my God! What? Ew,
Very solid,
what?
okay.
Yeah. Let me try another bite.
Oh, it's
Oh,
disgusting.
God.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that may not have traveled well. Or the dye in this. Oh no, something has gone terribly wrong with this. What is this? Is this slime? Is this like legitimate slime that they had left over when they were cleaning out the Nickelodeon studios? They're like, here, sell this to them. They won't know the fucking difference.
This
God,
fucking
it
podcaster will buy it.
It hurts my throat. This stuff is disgusting. Like, what is it? Like, they put in too much dye or something in here? Jesus Christ, this thing sucks. Half a star. Half a star. God, that thing. Ugh.
Nico, you
What?
just paid $4.99 for the green slime gel with gummy body parts.
I
How
don't
about
want
the body
this.
parts?
Those body parts are unflavorful whatsoever. They weren't gummy.
I will say, before we get into our reviews, quick overview if you've not seen this. It actually looks pretty cool. The fingers look kind of
Yeah, it looks really
real.
cool, actually.
Yeah,
and yeah,
yeah,
so I
it
think
looks cool at the time.
It looks cool. But Brian, you can also tell us how it tastes.
Well, it tastes like shit. It looks like shit when you actually get it. This is like the one item that Nico got that actually is in better condition than how we got it.
I think
Yes.
Nico, just wait till you hear this description.
So when we got it, it was like it's super bright green, and it was like soupy. It's supposed to be a Jello, but it wasn't a Jello. It needed to be set a little bit longer. So some time in the fridge would have helped that, definitely. And then there's these like body parts in it, and like the fingers, and they just like, I don't know what flavor those are supposed to be. I don't know like what food that was. Like what was that? It just kind of like crumbles in your mouth, and then you just have the memory of eating something very disappointing.
Oh, I can't get the taste out of my mouth of the food coloring. Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, really grody.
Come here, sour heart.
But I think it looks cool as hell, so I'm going to give it a 2.
Yeah, no, this is by far the worst thing. The hot dog was close, but this is by far the worst thing I put in my mouth while we were there.
Well,
whatever, what? What?
nothing.
Something worse?
No, go ahead.
I think this was absolutely terrible. It almost made me gag. It was like something like in there, like the food coloring, I think, or some sort of flavor. It had like a weird bitter taste, like a chemically taste or something. I don't know if we got a bad batch or that's how it's supposed to taste, but it felt like we just got like a bunch of like food dye, like green 3 or whatever, blue 3 and red 3 or something, just like poured into this. It was awful. Absolutely awful. I would give it a 0 out of a 0. A 0 out of 5.
This is probably the worst theme park treat I've ever had in my life.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
Yes.
I agree.
I'd agree.
And I
Brian,
gave it a 2.
but to be fair, you said because of aesthetics. Aesthetically, this is like a 4 for me. Just aesthetically, it looks really fucking cool. To be fair, clearly that's all they fucking cared about because it tastes like ass.
Yeah.
It was like a soup Jello when we got it. The Jello itself is horrid. Like it tastes like acid. And chemicals. It's terrible. The
like they couldn't even buy Great Value brand Jello.
The finger tasted like they marinated chalk in water. It was putrid. That's a -5 out of 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
That
was
thing,
awful.
so I gave it a chance because I ate the first one with a finger, and I was like, oh, that was terrible. Let me try the Jello. Oh, that was somehow even worse. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
I think I had 3 bites of it for some reason.
I
don't know why.
I had one, and that was all I could have.
I took 2 bites, and it still tastes in my mouth. It's terrible.
When I say something is that bad, I'm a fucking garbage disposal. I eat anything. That was fucking horrible. I don't understand who ate that and said, yeah, sell that to guests. Because, good Lord.
I have to be honest with you. If I had ordered that as a guest, I probably would have gone to guest relations and asked for it. I don't do that often, but for that, I think I would have had to.
I really want to know what those like body parts inside are. I have no. It says gummy. That is not a fucking gummy.
That's not gummy.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what that is. I don't know.
Maybe there's like something in the gelatin that like makes it act weird.
Maybe.
I don't know.
There is a brain gummy on top that is a gummy. It's like that shitty kind of chalky gummy, but
no, it's like the kind that you get at like the bulk candy stores.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you like fill up a bag and you weigh it.
Yeah, like the bottom side of the shark, like that type of gummy.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, absolutely worst thing I've ever eaten in a theme park.
Wow.
Yeah. Same.
And you've been to Restaurantosaurus.
That's not the worst theme park.
Hey man, they're toppings bar. You just pile it on and everything.
That's true. There are free refills. I'm so sorry.
You should apologize.
I was about to say that's not the worst one when cosmic rays exist in this universe. So.
Whoa. Let's stick to Horror Nights because you're offending me.
All right. I'm trying the green and black cake. They came in its own clamshell. All right. It's opening it up. All right. Smells like cake. So far, so good.
Oh, he thinks it's cake, guys.
Oh, he thinks it's...
Oh, did we eat the thing that was on top? The whole thing, guys?
Yes, we did.
Oh, shit.
We did.
Oops.
Whatever. This guy didn't even pay for it.
Right?
That's true.
This could be good.
Oh.
It's not, but it could be.
Oh.
Keep going. Talk slower.
Okay, so it's dry. once again, it's dry. It's another cake thing
Really?
that's
It
dry.
didn't travel well.
So
I
it
don't
could
know.
have not
I don't
traveled
think
well.
cake like
I think it fridged.
It
bad,
is.
but
Yeah,
go
it definitely
ahead.
you're
fridged,
right.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
It
Nico.
is better than the shit on a stick that I had earlier.
Yeah.
The Wolfman, whatever that was. The frosting actually is good on this one.
Mhm.
The white frosting in the middle. Let me try to get some of the green on here and see if maybe. Let's see if we're still having food coloring issues.
Is that the subtitle of this podcast episode?
Yeah.
Food coloring issues.
Issues.
Okay, that was actually a slightly better bite. I can definitely still taste the food coloring and stuff. It's solid. Nothing to write home about. 3 out of 5. Like I
Wow.
said, it probably didn't travel well. It has the possibility of being a good cake. Maybe if I had it in person there, it would have been better. But I'm still tasting way too much of that that food coloring taste, and it is not good.
I will tell you ahead of time that you're going to want to eat this in person. Like you said, you might have to. You just had for $4.69 the Halloween confetti cake.
Hey, $4.69,
Mhm.
and that was only part of what you gave me.
Yeah, it's a.
Oh,
it's a
that's
whole,
one of the better deals.
The slice fills the whole clamshell.
Oh well, hot diggity. Yeah, that might be worth
Yeah.
it.
No, that's a deal. It's a steal and a half.
Yeah, it was
And
good.
Brian, why is that?
Because it tastes good. No, I don't know what you're trying to get from me.
That's what I was trying to get from you, Brian.
Oh, okay. Did you say it comes with like a macaron on top also?
No, we have not stated that part yet.
Yeah, like a French macaron on top. It was like
And a gummy eyeball.
and a gummy eyeball. Can't forget that.
Really?
It was. I really like this item. The macaron, it was green, but I don't think it was really flavored like anything other than almond.
Mhm.
But yeah, I really liked this cake, and I thought it was maybe the second best item other than that cookie dough. I do think that it was heavy on the food coloring, and that did interfere with some of the flavor, though. But I also will say I'm taking away everyone else's review points, and I apologize. But it was like super moist when we ate it. I think that it not going well for you, Nico, was maybe just because of drying out in the fridge.
Understand.
Yeah.
Which we did talk about before we even ever ordered it. I was saying Nico's not going to enjoy the cake as much because that's going to dry out.
Yeah. So 4.5, I'd say.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, I'm on half points now, guys. I like half points.
There you go. Let me know when you get to quarter points.
Yeah, I like this too.
Quarter point. Not good.
I liked this too. I will say that the food coloring was a little bit overwhelming. I did notice too, Brian, like this was the first thing we ate. And by the time I ate it, like all your teeth were, you and Duff's teeth were like already immediately green. So it was happened like very quickly. Like it was just this cake that was like dyeing our teeth green. And then it got dyed black by some of the other stuff. It was very a weird teeth thing going on with all these, but it was good. I don't think I would order it again, but I liked it. I'll give it a 3.
You're telling me that if your family was at the park and they were like, I want something sweet, you wouldn't get a slice of cake for $4.69?
I don't think I would get the cake. No, I would probably do the tart. I think there was a few items that were a little bit better. But
provide for your family.
I don't think.
All right.
Just because of the food coloring, I think it was a little funky.
That's true.
So I'm gonna say nothing further because they covered it for me, except that I don't think the food coloring was as invasive as Mike thinks. I think it was, just not to an extreme level. And I'm gonna go with a 4 out of 5.
Hey.
And again, when
we
had
it
so
so far?
It was moist. So I have given 4 already.
4 already. Okay.
I gave a 4 for the sour cherry gummy hearts,
Someone needs to update their list on
I think-
hhn365.wikia.
I also gave the waffle stick a 4 or a 4.25.
Okay.
Yeah, don't remember.
How many more things do we have? We have like 2 things, right?
Okay,
Maybe like
we
one more,
might
one
have
or
2
two.
things left because so in this
I
box,
know what they are.
there's
Oh,
a
boy.
giant
Yeah.
skull in this box, but attached to it is
Spooky.
this little piece of red velvet. Are they
Yeah.
the same thing, or are they
No,
two
they're
different
they're
things?
not.
No, they're different things.
We're gonna go with the red velvet right now. It's in
I'm
my
sorry.
hand.
Is there any frosting?
There's white frosting on it, so
Yes,
hopefully
yes.
it's that good red velvet white frosting. So this is gonna be 1 bite. Wow, that's disappointing. Wow. Come on. How do you fuck up red velvet? That's how you fuck up red velvet.
Yeah.
Jeepers. Oh my god, there's like no red velvet flavor in here whatsoever. Oh, and the frosting is just terrible. Christ, are they allowed to sell that to people? Ma'am, yeah, fuck that. That's a 1. That's
Okay.
garbage. Yeah, that's pure garbage. It's supposed to be red velvet, so you're like, hey, red velvet, and that's pretty good. So you go and you're excited to eat it, and I was excited to eat it because I love red velvet, and I put it in my mouth, and it's like the frosting is supposed to be thicker for something like that, but it wasn't. It was like liquidy, and it just slipped right off, and it didn't even taste like anything. All I'm getting is this weird artificial flavoring, which could be because all the dyes are now combining in the back of my mouth. So I think it could be that happening right now to me.
Yeah.
I think it's more than that.
But
Yeah.
God, that really sucks. That's a
So,
1.
That shitty item you just rated a 1 cost
Yeah.
$5.49. That is
bullshit.
the red velvet and white chocolate cake pop.
White chocolate.
And I must say, I know it's a little different how you received it. But that icing on top when we got it was about 2 inches thick above the
Yes.
cake.
Yeah, and all
The
melted
cake was
too.
swimming in it.
Yeah.
It was all melted. Like
Yeah, it started to melt by the time we got to it.
My God, that. Ugh.
It also came with a gummy eyeball on top.
Okay, well that's cute.
that saved it. 4 out of 5 now.
Yeah, that might have saved it there, but no, absolutely no. Straight basura, bad.
Yeah, I didn't like this thing at all. This is supposed to be a cake pop, and like the other cake pop, they like I don't know what they're doing with those things. I think when you make like cake pops, they maybe tried to make it drier so you can hold it on the popsicle stick thing, but that's not how I understand they're supposed to be done. You're supposed to like mix in frosting with the cake to make it
Right.
hold and like still
Correct.
have some
Yeah.
consistency, right?
Yeah.
But like, also, who wants white chocolate instead of cream cheese frosting? And cream cheese frosting is so good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. This sucks shit too. This is one of my the worst things I tried. That's a 1.
Okay.
I didn't hate it as much as you guys. It was mainly because like a lot of the other stuff had that weird black or green frosting. This was like a white
That's
chocolate
true.
that wasn't as insulting as some of that other stuff. So I thought this was actually edible compared to some of the other cake pop and some of the other things. So I agree with a lot of the other things you were saying. It was like the cake was dry and the frosting was like super thick. But I did think like, okay, this is something if I ordered it, I would finish it and eat it. And I wouldn't love it, but I wouldn't be as mad as some of the other things. I'd give it a 2.5. It was fine.
Okay. I thought it was fucking atrocious.
This is a
red
war
belt-
crime. I'll see you in the Hague.
This is the equivalent of white phosphorus on a stick. The red velvet cake was dry and pretty flavorless. As I said, it was absolutely swimming in that white chocolate frosting that did not taste good either. Mike, you said it was less offensive than some of the others. I think the only one it was less offensive than was the which one was it?
Black one, the werewolf.
The werewolf. Thank you. I think that was the only one that had like an absolutely worse frosting. This frosting did not taste like white chocolate. I don't know what the fuck was going on.
So you would eat the slime over this thing?
I would no. That's not frosting.
No, he was just saying frosting.
Oh,
Frosting,
okay.
specifically.
Yeah.
The slime's still the absolute worst. Yeah, that's like a 1 for me.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
I
All right, you got one more thing, Nico.
All right. So it's staring me down. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous whatsoever.
Give it a little kiss.
is-
Give it a little kiss.
All right, here we go. There we go. Awesome. No bones about it. That was a good kiss. All right. So
Golly.
I'm going to try a little bit of the mouth because it looks like it has some of the white frosting on there. It's if you haven't seen this, it's a skull, a chocolate skull, and it's decorated in some sort of voodoo pattern, and it looks very cool. So I'm going to try a little bit of the mouth so I get some of the frosting and the presumably chocolate base. Ooh, I like that frosting. Oh, and I like that chocolate
I don't
too.
even remember.
Like the decorative frosting.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. Mmm. Oh, that's thick. It's almost like a brownie. With that little frosting on top?
Almost.
Almost, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, very good. Very good chocolate flavor. The consistency of a brownie. And it was still moist and stuff in there, so it was very good.
Still
there.
moist?
I'm
Okay.
surprised.
Made it
Yeah.
through
Okay.
the fridge. Good.
Definitely still moist. The this is the best frosting I've had all night
Mhm.
on anything. Because it looks like it's that good like sugar frosting that it's like good for the decoration and doesn't have a shit ton of food coloring in it. My goodness, that's really good. That might be, I don't know if it's the best thing I've had tonight, but it's probably the best looking thing and probably, I'm going to guess, the most popular thing.
And
Oh, yeah. I should give it a rating. Let's give it a 4. 4 stars.
Okay. 4 out of
It's
5.
not quite.
That's fair.
It's not quite perfect. I don't really want to give it anything more than that because I am getting a little bit of a weird aftertaste on it right now.
Mhm.
Like I said, it could be just like all of the food dyes congealing on the back of my tongue, but
Possibly.
yeah, no, very solid entry. That thing is thick too, with
Mhm.
like 3 C's.
This decorative thick boy that you just ate, Nico.
Thick. Yes.
This costs $5.49, and you might be shocked by
Hey.
an aspect of this. This is the vegan brownie skull.
Whoa. Oh, that's cool. Oh,
Mhm.
okay. Then maybe that's why it's so thick. Because it's probably okay. Yeah, because I've had like vegan like cake before and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
made
Yeah,
with Beyond sausage.
Oh, okay. It's one of those.
Yeah.
It's blood pudding like that. Oh yeah, that is very cool. So it's a thick boy soy or soy boy thick.
Oh my
Or something like
god.
Brian, feel free to take over.
Yeah, I liked it. I don't really have much to say about this thing, honestly. It was a little dry for me, actually.
Oh.
But what I did like is that it's, even though it's a brownie, it has like a lot of surface area for it to
Yeah.
have like the crispy parts of a brownie.
Mhm.
That's everyone's favorite part of a brownie.
Yeah.
I didn't really try any of the frosting actually, but I will say I took like a really big forkful at the beginning because I was expecting to love this thing, and this is the item that we got 4 of, by the way.
Yeah.
I took a really big forkful. I had 2 bites, and I was like, yeah, I'm fine with that. So I'll give it a 4. I'm a little bit more wishy-washy on this than I think the consensus is.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Brian on most of it. I liked it. I wouldn't eat a whole thing. It was way too sweet to eat a whole thing, but a couple of bites and I was good. I liked it. I brought it back to my wife. She seemed to have a couple of bites and liked it. There's still plenty left. But I
Why isn't she on this?
She should be, but it's late now. So. Yeah, it was good. It was good. I liked it. I'll give it a 4. Yeah, 4.
Okay.
Good.
That's fair. I will say, I think this is my favorite decorative item of the night. It's kind of got like the
yeah, it
Dia
does
de
look
los
pretty cool.
Muertos,
Yeah, very
like
cool.
kind of
Yeah.
style skull going
Mhm.
on. It's a bit colorful, the frosting that's on it.
You know,
It
you
just,
convinced me. I'm 4.5 now.
okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Uh, it just looks good, and it follows up well. It tastes really good. It was moist. The frosting was definitely the least inoffensive. Even beyond that, it was good. Like the frosting was delicious. It tasted like natural sugar frosting, not overly sweet. Um, it was moist. It was thick. Like Brian said, it has those little crispy edges that everyone fucking loves.
Yeah.
It's so good. That's my favorite treat of the night. That's a 4.5.
Yeah. I thought it was good. I do think that Nico is right. I think it's the most popular item, and I
Yep.
think it's kind of one of the flagship items that in the like the hearts, the gummy hearts, and maybe some of the waffle stick.
See,
Those three
the way
things
it's
are
set
kind
up
of
though, the vegan brownie skull is not like prominent at all.
No, it's not.
I don't know if they meant it to be the big item. I think people just really like it, and that
Those
the
gummy
word's
hearts
gotten
are definitely
around.
supposed to be.
If you look on like, there's YouTube videos and people talk on Twitter. This is the most popular item because people are like, "Holy shit, this is good." I don't think it like stands out in the case itself. It's kind of just in the middle case and like the second level, just kind of sitting there.
Yeah.
It's definitely top 3. I can definitely see this returning for Halloween Horror Nights. This, the heart, and the waffle. Skull, heart, waffle. Those are the 3 I would vote as my top 3.
Yeah.
I like that.
So overall, what do you guys think of the snacks of HHN?
I think hit or miss is a great term to use here. There was a few that I think we all loved, and there was a few that we trashed very heavily. There was one that we asked why it was created and why they allow guests to eat it, let alone pay for it.
Yeah.
I think right in the middle, 2.5, maybe a 3 overall, just because there's a couple items that are really good. If you took my average, it's probably like a 1 because I gave something a -5. But I will say it. I'll say a 3 because the few things that I liked, I really liked.
Yeah, I agree. I think it kind of suffers the same thing as the whole tribute store itself suffers. I think there's a few really good things in it and really cool merchandise, and then there's a few things that are like just kind of trying to fill the case up to have like a feel like it has a lot of options. I don't think it's kind of weird. I don't think it necessarily needed to have like 14 different choices. I think if you only focused on 3 or 4 or 5 great things, I think people would have still really liked this. I don't know why they're trying to throw so much at the wall here. It kind of suffers the same thing as the rest of the store. Just focus on what you got, and if it's good, people will buy it.
Yeah.
We should
were
also
there drinks on the menu, by the way? Did we forget that?
No, they are like standard, like sodas, like Sprite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there were drinks, but there were like iced teas and stuff.
I can tell you in a second. Coke, Diet Coke, Sprite, and is that Powerade? I can't tell. Something else, and then bottled water. And then we should also mention, we kind of did before, but there were donuts that we did not eat. There are 8 donut options. They're all very standard, kind of gimmicky donuts.
Yeah.
And nothing like crazy gimmicky. It wasn't even like voodoo level. It was like, maple bacon and like they put like worms and dirt on top of a donut and Fruit Loops on top of a donut.
Yeah.
But nothing crazy that made us want it. And they were massive and it would just be a waste.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's cool that they're serving food inside there, but like maybe serve like 2 or 3 signature items along with like twisted taters and pizza fries or something. Like
and s'mores fries.
Yeah, s'mores fries. Or you know, like things that people when they think about HHN food, they think of.
We did not mention, but Louis is serving pizza fries at the moment for us. So that is an option for anyone who would like it. But we do not have any blinky cups with cocktails. We don't have any twisted taters or s'mores fries.
I think if I were to rate like all of their offerings overall, I'd say it's just like a 2 because there's a lot of things that drag it down, even for the good stuff.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think it gets dragged down by some real weak items.
Yeah, I had I wanted to kind of go lower, but I think there's a few items that saved just a little bit for me. Mike,
All right. Does anyone have anything else to add?
Did you rate it?
You got to rate it, dude.
Yeah, I did. Didn't I rate it?
No.
I think it's. Oh, it's.
No, you just asked us.
I'd give it like a 2.5.
Okay.
Okay.
It was middle of the road. There were some really high highs and some really low lows that just
Really
kind of
low
levels
lows.
it levels the whole thing out.
Yeah, I'm kind of there with you. I think the lows are lower than the highs are high, in my opinion here. Like
Yeah.
nothing absolutely blew me away. I mean, things surprised me in a good way, but there was nothing where I'm like, I have to go. That's something I have to get every single time I come back to Universal Studios.
Yeah.
And none of it is on, butterbeer level for me.
For me, that was the waffle stick. That was
okay.
really good, and I scarfed that down. It was quite good.
I need to sit down and eat the waffle stick and the brownie at the same sitting, and really just have a duel to see which one I really like better. Because I had them on different days, so my opinion could change.
Yeah, and you need to try that hot dog again because I have a feeling that we got a really bad one.
It's possible. Yeah, we'll do that. We're gonna try a few items again. We'll probably let you know on the podcast.
To be fair, we went. It was like 4:30. They were closing. I think that I just realized
it was still really busy.
It was very busy, but we did kind of get probably the last of the stuff. They were about to close.
That's true.
I feel sick. I had too much.
I felt. Yeah, imagine doing that and then walking to the parking garage.
Yeah, all the way to Jurassic Parking. Oh,
yes.
Yeah,
it was something.
But I had fun doing it. It was enjoyable.
It was a blast. Yeah. I enjoyed going back to the tribute store. Looks like Mike and Bryan, you both enjoyed your first trip to the tribute store.
Yeah,
that wasn't my first trip. You were there on my first trip.
To the tribute store?
Yeah.
Back when it was only 2 rooms.
Oh, sorry. I meant the expansion.
The Beetlejuice.
I meant
you're right.
The completed. I'm sorry. But yeah.
How dare you?
I'm sorry. Semantics. Yeah, it was a good day. We had some good food and not some good food. So yeah.
And then we literally went to the parks just for that. Left immediately.
Yeah.
Beeline right for it.
Are you surprised?
No. I'm not surprised.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, that just about wraps up the snack reviews of the tribute store. If you have want to leave us a voicemail about your favorite one or your least favorite one, or if you totally disagree about the green slime or something, you can call us at 407-906-3405, or you can leave us any sort of message on social media at Twitter and Instagram at HHN 365.
If you think the green slime is good, you can actually just unfollow us, not message us. Thank you.
All right. Well, we'll be back next week. We don't know what we're going to be.
Can we get a quick plug in real quick?
Yeah. What are you doing, man?
Yeah.
Brian's here.
Sorry, man.
All right. Yeah. Because so Bryan is a guest on here, and he is also the co-host of a podcast with me on another podcast that I'm on called I'm 13 and I Like It, where we go and we bring on a guest and we talk about their favorite thing from when they were 13 years old, whether it be a television show, book, movie, a song, album, video game, a restaurant, like food offering from Taco Bell, like whatever their favorite thing was that came out when they were 13 years old.
Oh man,
we'll come and talk about it.
There it is. I found my episode.
I think you have
Doritos Locos Taco.
Crunchwrap Supreme.
It's CGC, isn't it?
Oh,
it's such a coincidence that it's named I'm 13 and I Like It because you're also on 13 podcasts, Nico.
Yeah, that is true. I'm on 13, just about there. So Bryan's on that podcast there. We should be releasing our first episode very soon.
That's right.
And also Mike is also on one of there, and then hopefully we can get Duff on there once he figures out what his favorite thing is.
I don't know. Well, I think I know now.
Yeah. Oh my God, I would be so happy if we do a Taco Bell.
If you want to plug your other podcast, Nico, we're good.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I will go ahead and say that as well. If you are a theme parks fan and you like to hear a little bit more about theme parks, maybe of the other park that's down I-4 called Disney World, You can
What?
listen to the Diz Twitter.
What?
You can listen to the Diz Twitter podcast, holded by the Diz Twitter referee and
what?
myself. The Diz
You
Twitter
just called
referee
it
podcast. The Diz referee
Diz
podcast.
Twitter.
Hold on. Time out.
It's the Diz.
I've had
Twitter
so much
podcast.
food dye. I'm seeing black and green right now. There's so much food dye in me.
I think there's a mummy talking right now, and not
Yeah.
Nico.
Twitter podcast.
There is a Diz. Okay, it is a
At
Diz
Disney
referee
again
podcast.
intensifies.
Yeah. It is the Diz referee podcast.
There we go.
I finally got that name right. Me and the Diz ref, we talk about things that are going on with Disney. We also talk about Disney Plus. We talk about things that do happen on Diz Twitter, which was like our last episode. And we have an upcoming interview with the director of the Halix documentary. So we
cool.
should be having that,
That'd be
and that
really
should
cool.
be out this Saturday. That should be out this Saturday.
Yeah,
So yeah, so
Awesome.
come have a listen.
that's great.
Look forward to it.
Okay. Sounds awesome.
Well, thanks for having me on, guys.
Yeah, thanks for coming
Oh,
on.
pleasure as always,
Yeah.
Brian. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, and
yeah.
Go ahead, Brian.
Something that I do want to plug is
What I
That-
actually want to plug here tonight, guys.
Halloween Horror Nights would be happening if COVID was under control. So make sure you're registered to vote for November, and let's get this shit in check for next fall.
Yes,
Agreed.
please.
Agreed. Yeah.
Absolutely agreed.
All right. Well, thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you in the streets.